Hey there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. It's time for our weekly Sat Chat where we chat about nothing for about 27 minutes. What a random little segment this has become. All right, we are rolling. We are cooking with gas now. So I thought I would start off the chat today with something I just found out. So I got up this morning, woke up pretty early because I went to bed pretty early, and I have my phone set to do not disturb from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. because a girl needs her beauty sleep. And I saw that I had a little message on my phone, and it was my friend Tracy saying, did you hear that Hobby Lobby is doing away with their 40% off discount coupons that they put out every week? And I thought, wow, that's really strange because that's something that's, I don't know, been going on as long as I've known about it. I can't remember when that store moved into Bangor, but maybe it's been like a decade. I don't know. I don't typically shop there, so I can't remember, but it seems like they always had those 40% off coupons. And so I Googled it because I wanted to verify it and see if it was a rumor or what. And it was on all kinds of news stations. It was a real story. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's such a popular popular sale or program with its customers. I'm surprised that it would do that. And so then I went to the Hobby Lobby Facebook page, and they didn't post anything about it, but on every comment thread for everything they've posted has been like hundreds of people just complaining and being upset by the fact that they're getting rid of the coupons and asking if it's true. And then they did reply and said, yes, we're not going to be honoring coupons after February 28th, or on February 28th, they're no longer accepting coupons, the 40% off coupons. So, so if you shop at Hobby Lobby and you want to use those coupons, then I would say get what you want to get with them before the end of February. So what do you think about that? I am really curious because I'm thinking about why would they get rid of something that's so popular unless they've looked at like all of their like sales receipts and they've, you know, aggregated data from all their stores, because they have like 900 stores across the country, and maybe they saw that most of the coupons were being used by people who just went in for that one thing and that was it. Because generally something like that, that's designed to bring people in the store. So like if you put out a big coupon like that, you're expecting that's going to draw somebody in, kind of like a loss leader or a Black Friday sale. You know, you put something that's going to make people come into your store and buy it, and then you hope that you're going to make up enough on the other things they purchase to make that coupon worthwhile, or to make it so you're not losing money on the transaction. And I'm thinking 40% off. Generally in retail, your markup is 50%. So if there's a $10 tube of paint and it's $10 regular price, generally you've paid $5 for it. So if they had a 40% off coupon, that'd bring it down to $6. So you could still make a little bit of money. But then when you consider overhead and staff and all of that and advertising, that does that also eats into the profit. So it's more of like a break-even thing probably with those 40% off coupons when you figure in overhead. And then you've also got to figure in loss and theft and things like that that happen in brick and mortar stores. Because if you look online, pretty much any of these things you'd be purchasing with a 40% off coupon would be the same price as what you could purchase any day of the week on one of like the big art supply retailers online. So, so it's interesting if they were only breaking even or losing money on those coupons and people weren't buying enough other things to make it worth their while, I could see them discontinuing it. I'm sure it's a financial thing. Or it could be that those coupons bring in more customers than they want to have there during a pandemic. I haven't seen lines at many stores in the greater Bangor area. I live in the outskirts. I live in a small town, but Bangor, Maine is our closest big city. I haven't seen lines anywhere lately, so I wouldn't think that stores are over capacity, especially those big box craft stores that have a lot of square footage. But I think it's going to be really interesting because AC Moore was my store. When they closed a year ago, that was such a bummer. And I haven't really been out shopping much since then for craft supplies locally. We don't have any local craft stores. We just have like some of the big box. We have Joann's and a Hobby Lobby. And of course, with the pandemic, you know, nobody's going out for extra things too much. But I always shopped at AC Moore, and Michael's is going to put their store in the old AC Moore building. We're one of the locations that they decided to open up in. They were going to I think take something like 40% of the old AC Moore stores and occupy them as Michael's. So Michael's is coming in March, and that's going to be right after Hobby Lobby puts a kibosh on their coupons. So I think that's going to give the Michael's that's opening up a nice boost. I don't know if that's the date for other stores opening up that were in former AC Moore locations, but it could be quite beneficial to Michaels, I think. I had heard, so because we don't have a Michaels up here either, so I can't really speak from firsthand experience, but I had heard last year Michaels stopped doing the 40% coupon. So you guys can let me know if that's a fact or not. But I was seeing a lot of people complaining on the crafting message boards and threads and like Facebook pages and stuff, the stamping Facebook pages, saying that Michaels no longer has 40% off coupons. They only have 20% off coupons regular price, or their sales aren't very good, or I don't know, because I'm excited to have one up here. I only get into a Michaels maybe once a year, so I'm excited because they do have a decent fine art supply section, whereas Joann's, I love Joann's, but they don't have much of a fine art selection. I don't buy my fabric there, I buy my fabric at Martin's because they're just so much cheaper, and they do carry higher quality fabrics a lot of the time. So when they kind of whittle down the paper crafting section, that's pretty much all I'd go into Joann's for. And when it's not there, it's kind of a bummer. I do go in for seasonal decorations and stuff, but even then, I used to go to AC Moore. We remember the red velvet ribbon fiasco, don't we? Had to go with plaid, and it just didn't look good. I got over it, but yeah, that's really interesting. I'm always very interested in why companies choose to do different things and try different tactics. So I'm really curious to hear what you think in the comments below. Are you a Hobby Lobby shopper? Is this going to change if you go in or when you go in? Are you going to wait for sales? Are you just going to go and see? Apparently, on their Facebook page, they said that by getting rid of the coupons, they're going to be able to do more sales and more discounts across the board. So we'll see if that's the case, I guess. I don't know. You can let me know what you think in the comments below, because this is kind of a huge thing, because that's something I always hear from like crafters in other countries saying that's so amazing how in America you have these coupons that you can use. We don't have anything like that in our country, and supplies in their country are also, the regular prices are usually much higher. So that'll be interesting. I think that it's really too bad in this economy that that's happening, because even if they lower the regular prices, psychologically, it's not going to bring people in, I don't think. Remember when JCPenney did that a few years ago? I thought it was a great idea because, for one, I rarely shop at Kohl's because I feel like I'm being a chump if I'm not like using a Kohl's card, and I don't use credit cards unless it's like an absolute emergency or something. So I feel like you have to have Kohl's cards, and you have the Kohl's cash, and you all this. It's all these like different like incentives. I feel like no matter what I pay, I'm paying way too much, and I'm being a chump, But we kind of have that. I think that that thing in our brain saying if we're not getting it on sale, we're paying too much. If we've been trained to think that if we're not using coupon or getting it on sale, then we're paying too much. So like the regular prices have been inflated so much to account for those sales. So I think that that this will be really interesting. I remember when JCPenney decided they were going to do away with coupons and sales and just price things fairly, and it almost ruined their business. I don't think they've quite recovered from that, because before you'd walk through the door and they'd be handing you coupons as you walked in the door, and it was like, oh my word, and I'm sure if you had like a JCPenney card, it was probably even better. I thought that was great. I would love to just wait until I needed something, go there and buy it. But if you just wait till you need something and you go and buy it, that's not how, unfortunately, our economy runs here in the United States too much. It's definitely, I think a lot of the success of these stores is based on people over consuming and overbuying and stocking up when things are on sale. So, I mean, although I think this is a kind of a healthier move for the consumer, having things be a fair price and just go in when you need something, store it at the store, as Mary Kondo would say, which I love. I love that, just storing it at the store. Of course, when you live in your rural Maine and you've been in a pandemic, I've been very glad to have a stash of things at home, so I haven't had to store anything at the store, because you might not be able to get to the store, and if you do, they might not have it. I think that it's going to be very difficult for people to change their mindsets around the shopping, especially when people are so used to, waiting for a sale and stocking up. But honestly, a lot of those things that people buy on sale end up going bad, drying out, and not being useful. So it'll be interesting. I'd love to know what you think. I think that was a huge, bold move. I think it's a little weird. Well, it's funny because I think this information was leaked by an employee. I don't think they intended to tell people that they weren't going to be doing the coupons after the 28th, because they were even like posting their coupon on the Facebook page I saw when I went to research this morning. They were even saying, hey, get it, use the coupon, why wait for a sale, go buy something, So I don't think they were going to make that public. I think they were just going to stop putting the coupons out and then, you know, see what happens. But it got leaked, and now they're doing damage control. Hey, maybe enough people are going to complain or they're going to change their mind. But I'm sure they're looking at data. I'm sure they're seeing that on transactions where the 40% off coupon was used, they're not making any profit, or they're making little profit. And if it's tying up salespeople to wait on people and to cash them out, and, you know, it's taking up a lot more work, and they have to cycle through a lot more inventory, but they're not making any money on that, I'm sure that's a factor. I would think with the buying power that they have with 900 stores, it's got to be very similar to what any of the big retailers online like Jerry's Autorama or a Blick have. So I would think they could probably drastically reduce prices and still make a profit, but I don't know. Nobody knows unless you're, you know, you're privy to their financial information. You have no idea. So anyway, I thought that was pretty surprising, and there was a lot of chatter about it, and I think as more people learn about this, there's going to be even more, but people were not happy. There was a lot of really ticked off people online. There were a few people like, hey, whatever, I usually buy things on sale. I rarely can use a coupon anyways, no big deal. But there were a lot of people that were really fired up and upset about this. So I thought that it was an interesting topic, and I want to know what you think, because I'm curious about economics, especially as it relates to the art and craft world. Let's see, what else? Oh, speaking of stores and sales and whatnot, I haven't posted it yet, but I will have a review up for the Derwent Lightfast pencils. I recorded it the other day, and I went online to just check the prices on the different size sets, because I like to have that sort of information when I'm reviewing, just so people kind of know what, because if I'm reviewing a set of pencils that costs like $200, it's going to be different than one that costs $35. You know, I'm going to give you that information, and, you know, obviously I'm going to be more critical to a more expensive product because I expect it to perform higher. So anyway, I was just checking to see what the prices were on the sets. I couldn't remember. I knew it was a lot, but I couldn't remember exactly. And then I was on the Blick site, and they have the Derwent pencils on sale for $2.05 each. They were $4.10. That's the regular price. They might still be on sale today. I can't guarantee it, but they were at the time I recorded this. If you wanted some, if you want to try a few open stock, that's cheaper than they are in sets. So, you know, if you want to grab a handful and see it, I would recommend getting the purples and pinks and light blues. Those are colors that are really hard to find light fast versions of in other brands. So if you already have pencils you like, if you got those colors that tend to be fugitive on other brands, that would be my recommendation. But they just weren't. They were $4.10 each when I bought my set. So when I saw that set for $157 on Amazon, I snapped it up because I've been watching and just kind of like hoping to find a sale on those. I really like them. But I'll have a full review on those coming up. Might be a couple of weeks because I've kind of scheduled stuff out for the next couple of weeks on my channel already. But I wanted to pass that along because by the time I put the review up, those probably won't be on sale anymore. And I know many of you have been curious because you've seen some of my artwork. I did this. I have a time lapse of this, and I'll have one of this fish back here. Oh gosh, I have my pen pastel on there. I'll move it so I can bring it over and show you. So I did that with the Light Fast. They're super vibrant, and it's finding those really vibrant oranges and reds and pinks and purples that's really hard in a pencil and having it light fast. By the way, sorry about that noise. You know, basement living. Basement living. I don't live in the basement. I just craft down here. So I thought I'd pass that along. Oh gosh, sorry. Oh, I have... Oh my gosh, this is like Lindsay talks about consumer stuff because I have a haul. It's not an impressive one, but I purchased these. Okay, so I gotta admit, I got suckered into going into the Dollar Tree because I've been seeing so many videos recommended to me about the Crafter Square stuff that they have there, and I've been seeing all these videos and people are posting these hauls of these gorgeous like Dollar Tree craft products, and what I was looking for actually were these wooden, you know how I like to use the wooden veneer little shapes on my cards and stuff because I don't know, I latch onto a trend. It may be old and expired, but you know, I'll latch onto it and I will be using those for anyway. I like those little wooden shapes. I don't know why. They're just so easy to, I think because they're neutral colored, they're like wood colored, so they're very easy to either paint to match your layout, or they just, you know, they just work with so many different things, and they're thin and I can put them in a scrapbook page and they're fine. So anyways, yeah, beat a dead horse and keep using those wooden things, but they're at the Dollar Tree now, not my Dollar Tree sadly, but they had some really cute leaf and flower ones that I thought were very organic looking and they'd be really cute to use on my scrapbook pages and stuff. They didn't have them, but anyway, when I was there, I've wanted something to hang up my heat tool, because it's never where I don't like to leave it plugged in because I don't have a good place to have it like hung up safely. So I unplug it every day, and then it's just kind of inconvenient, but I use it so much that I put one of those hooks there to hold that. And then I don't know if you can see, but I have one down. See where my glue gun is? I put one on the inside of my shelf there to hold my glue gun. Now I wouldn't put it away hot like that, but I do keep it plugged in so I can just grab it, turn it on, set it on my table, on my like little hot pad, and use it, let it cool, and then put it back. And I have those on a power strip that I shut off at the end of the day. Anyway, you get 5 for $1 in the tool section at the Dollar Tree. I couldn't believe it. I could like give one to every one of my crafty friends that I know in real life. And I don't know if that is a commentary on what a good deal this is at the Dollar Tree, or a sad commentary on my social life, but there you have it. They're tool hooks. So universal tool hooks, 5 in a package. You find them in the tool aisle, and I think they're a pretty standard thing. So that was there's my Dollar Tree haul, folks. I actually also bought some craisins because I like to add them to my salad. And I got this thing here. It's actually a brush cleaning mat, which I guess you could actually use instead of like a paint puck if you wanted to. But the reason I got it is because I think it'd be really fun to use as a stamp. It's silicone, so it should work just fine. Or to use on my jelly plate. So it's got little suction cups on the back, actually, if you wanted to like suction it to the bottom of your sink for cleaning your brushes. They also had several other designs. They had a lot. They had like a pineapple and a watermelon and a big kind of graphic diamond, like a, diamond ring, like a cartoon diamond ring. Kind of had something like that, which I thought about getting for the jelly plate, but I'm like, I probably wouldn't use it. I just got this one. I'm the most boring YouTube hauler ever, but I could put a haul in the tags and people will watch, ooh, a haul, people like their hauls. And I know, I'm nosy, so I totally get it. But yeah, I thought that was kind of neat. But this, where this was? It was not in with like the beauty stuff, it was with the toys. And I was just kind of going up and down every aisle because I was hoping that my local Dollar Tree had expanded the Crafter Square section, but I think it's too small of a store. But I'm wondering that we do also have one that's over by the airport that I think that's definitely a larger store. And I think they determine where they're going to put those, like the expanded craft products by square footage. I'm just seeing, okay, we've 10 minutes left. So I might try over there and see if I have any more luck. I always just enjoy, I don't know why, I enjoy wandering through the Dollar Tree. I think it's because it's so like, widespread. It's a store that's widespread across the country, so if I can find supplies there and I do a tutorial, I know it's A, affordable, B, accessible, and most people have access to it, or they can find something similar, and anybody can make a project within their budget, in most cases. So yeah, I do. And coming from a teaching background, you're always looking for those less expensive supplies for your classes. So that's kind of neat. I got some gift wrap too. I was also looking for fancy napkins because I had so much fun making my little decoupage napkin tutorial this week that I thought it would be fun to find some different ones that I could maybe split up and share with friends. But I didn't see any that I liked. I went up and down the party aisle. I usually don't, but I did get a pack of 35 just solid colored tissue because my wrapping game's been pretty stale. I've been using like just brown paper, butcher paper, and maybe painting on it or stamping on it. It's been pretty lame. So I'm like, okay, I'll get a little colored tissue to put on a brown bag, or I like to make my own gift bags too sometimes, so that'll just make it a little fancier. It was 35 sheets for $1. I thought that was pretty good. And for wrapping presents, I don't need to worry about it being light fast or anything like that. I just posted this tutorial, little mini canvases. This one, I used the Chocola paint pens. Oh, I've been just trying to get through a bunch of things I've been working on to review, because I have 2 cubbies full of things to review in my little shelf here. So I wanted to get those paint pens reviewed. I made a little paint pen stand. I did a video on that a couple weeks ago. So these were the Chocola paint pens. They're fine. They're pretty inexpensive. They're no Poscas, but they're not bad. But what I really liked was I also worked with the Parku paint pens, which I've had for a couple months, and they were amazing. I really like those, and I will have this tutorial in probably not next week, but maybe the week after, because I got to get a watercolor tutorial up. I didn't post one this week because my watercolor tutorials hadn't been doing so hot, so I thought I'd just throw this one up first because it's kind of Valentine-y. That would give people time to make it. Maybe people would appreciate that more than a watercolor tutorial. I don't know. I'm just trying stuff, including YouTube Shorts. if you might have seen my little heat gun holder on YouTube short this week. You film it on your phone. It's crazy. It's not the best video in the world, but it's only 35 seconds of your life if you want to check it out. But you film it on your phone, right? You film it like this. So you're holding your phone like this, and you, like with my phone, I can record for a minute and I can pause, and I can move my phone, record for a minute and pause. It's kind of crazy. I've never recorded on my phone before. Oh, welcome to the year 2008, Lindsay. But that worked out well. So if I have like little quick tip ideas, I think I might do them as little shorts, just because apparently YouTube is promoting those little short videos that are filmed vertically if they're under a minute. So I'm hoping that that might help gain a little interest, maybe bring some new faces into the mix. But you know, I had a long video on that same day, so it's not like it's replacing anything. So I haven't gotten any complaints about it really. And I think I would remember if I did, because I tend to be pretty, I do seem to notice criticism. I don't take criticism well, but I sure do notice it. And nothing has, maybe because I warned everybody during last Sat Chat, I don't know. Anyway, that's on my channel. I'll just probably do it for not as, I don't know. I think I'll just do it for quick, if I think of a quick tip or something that's not enough to do a long video on. I don't know. You gotta be willing to try different things. Oh, so this was funny. You know how I'm always saying nobody wants to watch long videos? Well, my Dollar Tree sticker video from 2 weeks ago has like 26,000 views. It's crazy for like a card making video on my channel. That's a ton for me. So I was like totally thrilled. Well, I did another video. I finished filming it yesterday, and I'm gonna premiere it next week so I can hang out with you guys when it first runs. And I did these videos, and what I used the fake ancestors, you know, the faux ancestors, the Tim Holtz ones, and I made like 8 cards, and you know, it was fun. Oh my gosh, I just had such a ball with these. Anyway, I'm gonna have, I know, flipping through them fast, you'll have to watch the video to see the real reveal, but they've got little, I just love the little tags, and it was fun. I think it was fun. Hopefully, it's gonna be 2 hours long. Some people say they like to watch my videos to fall asleep to, so this is for you, friends, who like to watch my videos and fall asleep. If you're still awake and with us, you can look forward to that one. I just love this one with little sisters. Isn't that cute? Yeah, and a wedding card. I did a wedding one. I like the wedding one too. It's kind of fun. So, faux relatives coming up next week on my channel. And it'll be a premiere so we can hang out. I think that'll be fun. I haven't decided what time I'm going to post it, but if you are subscribed to my channel, hit the bell. It may do something, it may not. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people that don't get notifications even if they ring the bell. And I've heard from YouTube, if people enable the bell on too many channels, they don't notify them because they don't want to annoy people with notifications, even if they've like requested them. Oh, it's so, you know, that's why I have to do the shorts, because anytime you see something that can give you any sort of edge, you've got to take it. Oh, another thing that I found out this week that I wanted to let you know, if you are a Craftsy subscriber, you subscribe to Craftsy, which is like Netflix for crafters. I have a class on Craftsy. There's 2 ways you can do Craftsy classes. You can purchase Craftsy classes like a la carte, or you can subscribe and have like, you can stream whatever you want. So if you are a subscriber who does the streaming, who does the like all you can eat buffet of craft classes over there, it's now available on Roku. So you can download the Roku channel if you have a Roku device, and then log in and you can watch your classes if you're streaming. It doesn't have the a la carte, like if you just buy classes one at a time. It doesn't have that option yet. But it does do the streaming, and I just found that out in an email from them, a customer email. So probably if you're a customer, you already know this, but I thought that was really interesting to mention because it's nice to be able to have those classes on a big screen, I think. So that's just something. Looking at my notes over here, I actually wrote them on paper today. I think that's, yeah, I think that's about it. I have been working on a bunch of things. Oh, you know what? Sunday, oh my gosh, this was so weird, guys. I completely forgot that I even voiced this over, because I did this is one of those ones where I was just getting ready to do a tutorial. Oh, this is going to be really washed up. Let me turn that away so you can see that maybe a little bit better. I don't know if that helps. But that cupcake illustration, I will have that up on Sunday. Whew, a little too bright. I will have that on my channel on Sunday. That was using the Artify markers that I just reviewed, because I do a couple projects before I review a product, and that was one of the things that I had made for that review. So I'll have a time lapse of that, and I recorded the voiceover and edited the video and completely forgot, because I was like, oh, I still have to do that for Sunday, and I check on my YouTube channel and it's in there scheduled, ready to go. It's like, wow. I completely spaced out. I think it's because I've been working a little ways ahead on stuff so that I can kind of bulk out that time to finish my oil class, which I have not done yet because I've still been bulking out the videos. I completely forgot. That's crazy. Anyway. Oh, diet's going well. I've lost 3 pounds, so yay. It's probably why I'm so spacey. I need some carbs, man. No, I'm fine. But I thought that was I'm like, wow, that's all done. Yay me, I'm done for the weekend. Although I do have a bunch of other things to record. I don't have them done, but I'm gonna because it's only 12:34, so I still got some more time this week to do a little more work. And that pretty much does it for things that I can chat about. Other top secret things that I can't chat about. I don't really have too many of those. But sometimes I did get something in the mail this week that was from a company that's a new release that I can't share yet, but it's kind of interesting and I think it's going to be, I think people will like it. It'll make things easier for some people anyway. And that will be coming along. I don't know what's going to come along because I have no idea. I'm going to find out why they sent it to me because I wasn't expecting it. So those are always kind of unusual. But that's about it. Yeah, I'm going to record my critique club prompt for next month. I'm going to be doing that next. And yeah, maybe we'll see you over there if you're a member of Critique Club. If you're not and you want to be, then we'd love to have you. So there's always a link in the video description of all my videos that will take you to my classes over on my Teachable School, so you can always check that out if you're looking to go a little deeper in any topic that I cover on YouTube, any sort of painting style, or you just want to have more training in a longer format. Those are what the classes are for, so you can check that out if that's something that you're interested in. If not, I've put out a lot of videos this week. I think I've been releasing videos daily all week. I've definitely upped my video game this year. Up my video game. I've upped my releasing of a video game. I've been throwing a lot more. I've been throwing a lot more spaghetti to the wall to see if it will stick this year. It's only a month in. Oh, guys, that's it. I'm done. Is it the weekend? Almost. Thank you so much for watching. It is the weekend for you guys because you're watching this on Saturday. So yeah, it's lazy time. It's weekend time. Lazy time for me. You guys probably have more going on than I do, but I hope you're having a good one. I hope you have some time to be creative, and let me know what you think about anything in the comments below. I love our conversations. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.